Good afternoon and welcome to another video. Today is Thursday 28th of April 2016, and in today's video I'm going to look ahead and preview week 13 of the 2016 Betway Premier League, which is going to take place in the Barclays Arena in Birmingham. It's going to take place at 7 PM live on Sky Sports tonight. And the table currently stands after week 12 as follows. Biltale currently leads the table, having played 13 matches with 22 points. In second place is Michael van Gerwen, having played 13 matches with 20 points. In third place is Gary Anderson, having played 12 matches with 15 points. In fourth position is Adrian Lewis, having played 13 matches and he's at 15 points. In fifth position is James Wade, he's played 13 matches and got 14 points. In sixth position is Raymond van Barneveld, who has played 13 matches and got 11 points. In seventh position is Peter Wright, who's played 12 matches and got 11 points. And sitting bottom of the table is Robert Thornton, with having played 13 matches and only got 6 points. Now, the first match of the evening sees Peter Wright take on Bill Taylor. Now, these two have played 24 times previously, and Bill Taylor leads the head-to-head with 16 wins. There's been 3 draws, and Peter Wright has won on 5 occasions. Now, earlier on this year's Premier League season, these two drew 6 each. Now, Peter Wright last week lost 7-2 to Michael van Gerwen. He averaged 98.3 and he was 2 from 5 on doubles, which is 40%. His scoring wasn't good enough in this match. He didn't keep up with Michael van Gerwen on the scoring, so he only had 5 chances at doubles in this match, and he took 2 of those chances, losing the match by 7-2. And he takes on Phil Taylor. Now, Phil Taylor last week beat Robert Thornton by 7 legs to 2. It wasn't his best performance, with only an 89.61 average, but it was his doubles that bailed him out in this match, having been 7 from 14 on doubles, which is 50%. So what do I think is going to happen in this match? I think that both scoring will improve in this match, so they'll both get more chances at doubles. But I think Bill Taylor will win this match by 7 legs to 5 over Peter Wright. I think when the crunch time comes, I think that Bill Taylor will hit the crucial doubles in this match. The second match of the evening sees Raymond van Barneveld take on Gary Anderson. Now, these two have played 27 times previously, with Gary leading the head-to-head with 14 wins. There's been 2 draws, and Raymond van Barneveld has won on 11 occasions. These two played earlier on in the Premier League season, and Gary was victorious by 7 legs to 3. Now, last week, Raymond van Barneveld beat Adrian Lewis by 7 legs to 4 with a 93.09 average, and he was 7 from 25 on doubles, which is 28%. He'll be looking to both improve his scoring and his finishing when he takes on Gary Anderson, who played very impressively in his 6th each draw with James Wade, averaged 103.07. He was 6 from 15 on doubles, which is 40%. So Gary Anderson, we're hoping to replicate the performance he showed against James Wade last week, but improve the result. And Raymond van Barneveld will look to improve his scoring and his finishing when he takes on Gary Anderson. I think that Gary Anderson will be too strong for Raymond van Barneveld in this match. I think Gary Anderson will win this match by 7 legs to 4. The third match of the evening sees Adrian Lewis take on Robert Thornton. These two have played 24 times previously, and Lewis has a massive lead on the head-to-heads, having won 19 matches. There's been 1 draw, and Robert's only won 4 of the encounters between these two. Adrian Lewis won the match early on this year's Premier League by 7 legs to 4 over Robert Thornton. Now, Adrian Lewis played twice last week, and he lost both matches to the 2 Dutch players in the competition. First match, he lost 7-4 to Raymond van Barneveld with a 90.42 average. It is 4 from 11 on doubles, which is 36%. He'll be disappointed with both his scoring and his double percentage in this match. And he then went on and played Michael van Gerwen, who also lost 7-5 with a 92.98 average. He was 5 from 15 in doubles, which is 33%. He'll be disappointed with both performances. He's capable of much more than that. Now, last week, Robert Thornton lost 7-2 to Phil Taylor with a 93.61 average, and he's 2 from 7 on doubles, which is 29%. So the higher average than Phil Taylor, but he just wasn't good enough, and it just isn't good enough for Robert Thornton last week. He did show a couple of weeks where he did have improved performances, but he's then went in the dip again. So what do I think is going to happen in this match? I think that Adrian Lewis needs to win more than Robert Thornton, and I think Adrian Lewis will win this match quite comprehensively by 7 legs to 3. The penultimate game of the evening sees James Wade take on Michael van Gerwen. Now, these two have played 29 times previously, and Michael van Gerwen leads the head-to-head with 17 wins, and James has won 12 times. But James Wade did pick up the win against Michael van Gerwen early on this Premier League season in week 1, where he won by 7 legs to 4. He came from 3-0 down that evening to take 7 of the next 8 legs to win the match by 7-4. Now last week, James Wade played very impressively against Gary Anderson and stuck on his coattails very well, drawing the match by 6-8 with a 99.71 average, and he was 6 from 13 on doubles, which is 46%. Now Michael van Gerwen played twice last week. He beat Peter Wright by 7-2 with 103.38 average, and he was 7 from 13 doubles, which is 54%, which is a very impressive performance by Michael van Gerwen. And he also beat Adrian Lewis by 7-5 with a 96.82 average, and he was 7 from 20 on doubles, which is 35%. He'd be disappointed with that performance, but I'd be happy with the 2 wins on the evening. So what do I think is going to happen in this match? I think that Michael van Gerwen will get revenge from his loss in week 1 to James Wade, and I think he'll do so by winning this match by 7 legs to 5 over James Wade. James Wade is a terrific match player, but I think that Michael van Gerwen will win this match by 7 legs to 5. The last match of the evening sees the match which both players have already played so far in the evening. It sees Peter Wright take on Gary Anderson. It depends how they got on in their previous match. These two have played 27 times previously, and Gary Anderson leads the head-to-head with 16 wins, and Peter has won 11 times. Early on this season in Glasgow, Gary Anderson won this match by 7 legs to 5. So I think it will be a very, very close match because both are desperate for the win because they're both around that playoff place. I think that Peter Wright will need this one more than Gary Anderson, but I think that Gary Anderson will pick up a win in this match, winning this match by 7 legs to 5. So I think Gary Anderson will sneak this match by 7 legs to 5, almost guaranteeing himself a playoff place at the O2 in London. So with that, that's the end of this video. Thank you for taking time to watch this video. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up on the video. If you want to leave feedback on this video, you can do so either via my Facebook, via my Twitter, which is @Duggan90, or via the Tungsten Tickle Facebook or via their Twitter. And until tomorrow when I upload another video, I might upload a double video today. I might upload one later on after I finish work, about 10-11 PM. And until then, I will see you then. Goodbye.